for another video, so thank you for tuning in. No need for a complicated intro this time. Let's get right into it. The whitewashing of Naomi Osaka. So, if you have been anywhere on the internet surrounding tennis, surrounding Japan, surrounding Naomi Osaka, or surrounding whitewashing or Nishin, then I'm sure that you've seen this commercial, or at least the outrage that has come from this commercial. So first, a little bit of background. Naomi Osaka is a tennis player on the Japanese team. However, she is not Japanese. Well, not fully Japanese anyway. Naomi Osaka is half Haitian, she has a Haitian father, and half Japanese. She has a Japanese mother. Compared to other nations, Japan is very homogeneous. They're like 98.6% ethnically Japanese. So all of the Asians you see here aren't even international. They're all Japanese. There's even a special word for people who are half Japanese, and that is hafu. It's literally half. Anyone with two eyes can see. Naomi Osaka has key features of someone who has black blood. So Naomi Osaka has accomplished a lot in the last couple of years. She has recently won the US Open Championship in women's singles. She beat Serena Williams. That is a huge accomplishment for anyone, in fact, black or otherwise, Japanese or otherwise. She's also the first Japanese person to win the Grand Slam in tennis. And that is big for Japan as a country, which is that's a key thing to consider when it comes to this commercial that we're gonna discuss very soon. So, Naomi Osaka has been getting a lot of hype. All of her accomplishments, all of her achievements have garnered her a lot of hype in the media, particularly in Japan. I've even used her in my lessons. I had a sports lesson and I used her because she's such a big trending topic here in Japan. So recently, Naomi Osaka has become a brand ambassador for Nishin. Nishin is a company that works with motors. However, they're probably most known for cup noodles. Cup noodles. Nissin cup noodles. So, Nissin came out with a commercial that featured one other Japanese player as well as Naomi Osaka. Right before I recorded this video, I saw the video for the first time, and I want to talk about that today. It's a serious topic, but it's so funny because it's so predictable. It's so predictable to me, and I'll explain why. Japan is reaching for a win. Yes, they are reaching so far. Their hand is out of Japan. They are reaching for a win.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
This is a token situation of what it truly means to whitewash someone in the media. Naomi Osaka is such a source of Japanese pride that they, for their own self-esteem, for their own identity, for their own fragile egos, they need to make her look as Japanese as possible so that they feel better about themselves, claiming her as Japanese. That is where this commercial comes in. So if you've seen this commercial, she looks nothing like herself. She looks like a totally different person. In that commercial, she could pass as a Japanese person with a perm and some hair dye. She doesn't look at all. She doesn't look black. She doesn't even look slightly biracial at all. They really did the works with that one. Her skin color is the same as her Japanese partner. It's crazy. I'm like, who? I'm telling you, it was no accident. It was no accident. Naomi Osaka, like I mentioned, they're whitewashing her because they want her to look as Japanese as possible so that they can claim her and that they feel better about claiming her. The harsh truth is that they're not fully willing to accept her as she is. When there's not a lot of representation in a certain area, when there's not enough people like you who can say that they've done something of a certain caliber, then of course you're going to reach for them. She's half Japanese, that's okay, at least she's somewhat Japanese. They want to reach so hard because they can't say that for themselves. This situation with Naomi Osaka also reminded me of a situation that happened a couple years ago in 2015. Ariana Miyamoto, Miss Universe from Japan. She was another half Black, half African American, half Japanese woman. And there was so much outrage. Japanese people were swearing left and right. She's not Japanese enough to be Miss Universe. She's not Japanese enough. She's half Black. She's not Japanese enough. She can't represent Japan. Just look at her. She's not Japanese enough. You see what they do? You see how they do? And it's so predictable at this point. I expected it. It's so predictable. It's just something that comes with the territory of being biracial. It's a very unique struggle. And for those of you who are biracial, for those of you who have biracial children or have biracial family members, I'm sure you can understand this on a personal level, that it's very difficult. It's very difficult being biracial. They can accept you as their own. They can claim you as their own. However, in the same breath, they can set you out, they can cast you out, they can purge you as an outsider in the same breath. And it's very hard. It's not just Japan, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I don't take it upon myself to be active in this conversation. I just prefer to sit on the side and sip my tea and scroll through the comments and watch it all unfold, because I know how I feel about it. And you know, it's really sad. It's sad, but it's expected. It's expected. On the bright side, this is something that has never happened in Japan before, at least in terms of something like whitewashing of a half Japanese person. This is something that has never happened in Japan before, and best believe that they're taking notes. All of this outrage that's happening, they're watching. They're watching, they're reading the comments, they're seeing the disappointment in the consumers. They can see it, they're noting it, they're watching. All the videos like this, all of the videos like this are very necessary. So people who are making videos like this, by all means, keep putting out the content, because they're watching. Trust, they're watching these videos. So by all means, make your voices heard, and we might just see some change in the next couple of years. Everybody, okay, so before I close this video, next month, February, is Black History Month. And in honor of Black History Month, I'm planning on making race and identity themed videos. So if you have any requests, now is the time to let me know. Post them in the comments below, and I'm gonna be scrolling through there, looking at some topics that I can make for the next video. Any requests or anything that you want me to make a video on, please post in the comments below, and I'll get to that as soon as I can. But thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, then like it. And if you want to see more, then hit subscribe and become part of the YouTube fam. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.